Welcome back, everybody. Here for another quick discussion. Richard, how you doing, bro? You good?
I am in rude shape, sir, celebrating still my birthday, which was
All right.
yesterday. Thank you for
All right.
your congratulations yesterday. And
Yeah.
yes, I'm enjoying a lot of sports and some festive activities over here with the Queen's Platinum and Rich Pool Sports anniversary celebration. So bless it.
Okay. Guys, send Richard some happy birthdays in the comments and go over and subscribe to his channel. All right. We might be able to put the link down in the description. All right. So happy belated birthday, sir.
Bless it.
Oh, Oblique Seville,
Ooh!
Glen Mills, newest prodigy,
Ooh!
second fastest man in the world this year.
At least we got Kenyan Amanyala.
Yeah,
Um,
9.86, just
yeah, man.
just behind Amaniala's 9.85.
Ooh, hey, up here, ooh, tonight, you know.
Ooh, but
Oblique
we are
Seville.
we are the only ones who is wooing, right? Usain Bolt tweeted, "When the guru Coach Mills talks, I would recommend we listen." And when I read this tweet, I said, "Oh, we might talk." Oh, we might talk. You know, we might talk. You think you're
Well,
talking to the fans, or I'm talking to athletes?
well, I've got a couple or more, at least a couple in mind. But can you put some light on it?
All right. First of all, if we go back to 2019, we remember some two athletes who left the racers camp and didn't have the nicest things to say about Coach Mills or the camp, or how they left was kind of distasteful. We're not gonna call nobody name, but everybody know who's who, right?
The names are coming back. The names
Yeah,
are coming back, and the proof could surely be said to be in the eating. My goodness me, go on, Joe.
yeah. So now that was so significant because that led to a very sharp demise in our sprinting performances on the men's side. Now comes Oblique Seville out of the racers camp under the tutelage of the man called Glen Mills. And he is
Yaga ya.
proving the theory that the coach wasn't the problem. Might have been the athletes. You understand?
Jano.
What are your thoughts on the situation, sir? I'm going to say it clearly. It's evident the coach wasn't the problem. Because man retire, man has struggled for go sub 10, all kind of business. All right. So what was it about the coach? So
It's an interesting one, when it comes to relationships. I mean, in your life, have you ever experienced cordial relationships with every manager that may have been overseeing your work? They may have been cool hombres. They could have been challenging hombres, but we don't want to, denigrate these managers if things just didn't work out for whatever reason. Now, Glen Mills is a big time coach, and success.
Go ahead.
Well, Mr. Success comes oftentimes with him at the helm. However, sometimes, when it's a pressure bust pipe, sometimes for various reasons, individuals just don't gel, don't get on. Something happens in the relationship. Maybe someone else takes priority. Jealousy can come into it. You might feel that the direction that the coach or the manager is going in is slightly different. This is athletics we're talking about. And sometimes it's time to put in a transfer. It's been patently obvious with Oblique Seville's stellar rise, and he's set to rise even further. He's young, room for improvement, but when the name Glen Mills is spoken, there's not much more you can add to it. But if you can't manage what he's calling, you remember Elaine had to leave, decided to leave, having won Olympic record.
That was a different. Well, you see, that's the thing though. you see both athletes that left Stephen Francis,
Uh-huh.
both of those high profile athletes haven't fallen off. They haven't missed a beat. They've actually gotten better. Both of them. You understand? So there's a major difference there. Now where I will interject is it comes down to your attitude. You understand? Your attitude when you go to work is that your boss isn't necessarily a friend. You understand? You go there to meet your objectives that is required under the description of your job, right? Not to be comforted or made to be felt liked by your boss. But I guess not everybody goes to work with that mentality.
You come fully loaded tonight, Captain Primo.
No, but that is just how I think. You know what I mean? That is just how I approach my job. Now, if you ask me if I've worked in environments with people who are very difficult to work with, yes, for many long years, and be able to stay there and do my work. You understand? It is about, I think what I agree with you about is I felt like there's a bit of jealousy and not being able to wait your turn. Some people want it and they want it now. You understand? And I honestly feel that when the athletes decided to turn around and say the coach was the problem, that was a big mistake. Nobody stops you from leaving or moving on to greener pastures. You understand? But you don't throw the person that made you into who you are under the bus like that.
Very good points. I can't really disagree with you on that one. It's a tricky one, but going forward, we can see lessons could be learnt, but not everybody can handle things in certain ways. And in retrospect, I wonder if said athletes, in retrospect, if they were asked or interviewed, would they express regret, especially seeing the likes of young Oblique Seville flying and shining high. I've watched his recent developments, a strong 10.1 operator going into 10.0s, and then I never get tired of watching that race.
Straight into the 9.8.
That race. So Glen Mills, if he says jump and you say how high,
you should be jumping. It's as simple as this, you know. When you go to school or you go to college, you don't like all your professors. They're not all your friends. Some of them might not even like you at all. But you still go and you do your work because at the end of the day, your objective is your degree.
Objective. Yes.
You understand? Or to pass whatever subject or whatever you're doing. So I think we just have to look at our work ethic and our ability to focus, especially for our young men. You know what I mean? Because I think that is where you're saying definitely beat a lot of people in terms of his ability to focus. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Ice water in his veins. All right, guys. So end of discussion there. Hope everybody see clear. It wasn't Coach Mills' fault. I'm gonna know that from a long time still. I hope someone know that now. All right. Any last comments there, my boss?
Well, look here, you know that I'm the reason, boss, and I appreciate that. Look at diplomacy every now and then to resolve situations, because said athletes are not here to give their particular perspectives and to expand upon what took place. It would be fascinating if they can hear us. It would be fascinating to hear what you guys have to say in light of recent events. Is there more to the story? Would you be in that situation where you say, if only, or do you have no regrets? Give us a feedback. Tell us what go on.
All right.
You know where we are. Peace and love.
All right, my boss. Thanks for joining me. Remember, we'll see you next time.